if you can give more, I think you could and you should, just because it's like, it's a group.
How much does one person need, really?
Really.
Right?
But who defines that?
But then,
bro, this is the part that I just
The season of League is the best one yet. Yeah.
despise. Like, the how much does a person need really is not even a conversation that we should literally be having at any stage, okay? But especially not this stage. And I'm not saying that because I'm rich, okay? I don't give. I already give to charity. I already give to the government.
All right, he probably gives the government because of taxes. I don't think he donates anything to charity. I think he just donates whenever, because no offense, but like if you're bragging about donating like $1,000 on Twitter, which is laughable at our income levels, especially at his income level, there's no shot that you're donating other things in the background. You're not saying it. Like you would reap all virtue if you could on that. You would reap all virtue points on that if you were actually making donations. He'd be posting the 501c3 tax receipts and everything, 100%.
Way more than wealthy person ever does, and I don't care. I live on any stage, okay? But especially not this stage. And I'm not saying that because I'm rich, okay? I don't give. I already give to charity. I already give to the government. Way more than any wealthy person ever does. And I don't care.
The reason why he probably pays more to the government, more than any wealthy person or rich person ever does, is because he sits and hoards his money like Scoria, the dragon from my D&D campaign. Yeah, of course your tax rate is high because you hoard your wealth. You don't have any employees. You don't pay anybody to do anything. You don't invest in any projects. You don't invest in any businesses. The money just goes to your savings account and maybe an investment account. No shit, you pay a lot of taxes. And no shit, there are people that make more than you that don't pay as much in taxes because they actually do stuff with their money. They employ people. They pay for it. They have products that they buy and sell to people. They do things with their money. That's how it's supposed to work.
I live on a basic necessity budget for the most part anyway, okay?
A basic necessity budget? I don't even know if I say I live on a basic necessity budget because my rent is so high and I know my expenses are 1/10. Didn't this guy just buy like a $150,000 car? Basic necessity budget. How often do you think he DoorDashes food on his basic necessity budget? How much does this guy's clothes cost? What part of his lifestyle is a basic necessity budget? This guy flies in private planes to Burning Man. What, $250,000 car? What is the basic necessity budget? Doesn't he get like $1,000 shirts? Does he have a maid? Like what the Jesus, the basic necessities.
Okay.
How do you say this shit and not like have your balls shrivel up into your I feel like my balls would actually crawl back into my if I were to say some shit like this. Holy. That's a good CEO meme.
The reason why I say that is because it's fundamentally not the conversation that that Marxists should be having. It has nothing to do. If a society was built as a dictatorship of the proletariat, okay, this would not be a problem. Like there would be no inequality or wealth inequality to this degree. It wouldn't even exist. Okay. Didn't you say most people couldn't afford your diet? I mean, yeah, because I can eat out. When I
What? How much more basic is food? What kind of basic necessities are we talking about? Well, I basically just have basic necessities, you know, except for my food, clothes, housing, and transportation. Like, what else? What else is there?
I say bare bones, I mean like within my means, but
Within bare bones, but within my means. Dog, you're a millionaire every 3 months.
but it's like food. Expensive because of the delivery mechanism of the food, or a car that is expensive, or a house that is expensive. That's what I mean. But it's still well within my means.
Can I get a clip? I just have, there's like 12 clips here that I can tweet out from this. Jesus Christ.
But the conversation around...
This is like a gold mine of like just the most out of touch social
basic necessity and you live in $1 million house rich. Oh my God, brain
Actually, I'm too lazy. Okay, good luck.
brain dead. No, I'm talking about shelter. Expensive, yet still shelter. Stop saying LA mansion. Stop misunderstanding my point that I'm making. Oh my
What was your point? I don't know.
God, I hate how reactionary every single person turns into. Literally, every single person turns into the least charitable reactionary idiot the moment that this can of worms opens, okay? So many people are just like, I'm leftist because I hate rich people.
No. How many times does Hasan say like billionaires are evil? I know he had that picture with "Eat the Rich" shirt. Make the rich pay. I just meant more. I just meant more in taxes. Is this guy banned from Twitter?
You should be leftist because you hate the way that commodities are produced and the relationship that the working class has with the means of production.
I love how much the rhetoric changed. Initially, the funny thing is, Hasan, as he's gotten more wealthy, is actually more correct. Because before, socialism is like billionaires are evil and, rich people, landlords. But now it's like, well, technically, the amount of money that any individual has in society is actually completely and totally irrelevant. One person could have $1 billion, one person could have $1. Marxism is actually concerned with the relationship between commodity production and labor. When we're talking about Marxism, you have to understand, it doesn't matter how much money somebody actually has. It just depends on the form of production of your economy, right? Obviously. That's very funny to me.
You dummies. You don't understand. Fundamentally, the reason why Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk give money to philanthropy is unironically to stop people from thinking the way that you're thinking.
That's not true. People don't just donate money to let capitalism thrive. It's so stupid. Destiny, didn't you change your ideas when you became more wealthy? What do you mean? In some ways, but I'm pretty sure I got more left. But I think my ideas have legitimately changed over time on some things, but I don't think it's to become more self-serving. I'm trying to think. I was the most libertarian and conservative in my life when I was probably at my poorest point. Probably when I was cleaning carpets.
About them. How do you not understand that when you fucking fall for the aesthetic every single time, you unironically are making it you're making the argument that Elon Musk, who doesn't live in a house, by the way, is actually a better leftist than someone like myself, okay? The world's wealthiest billionaire is literally a better leftist than me. I mean, come on, right? I mean, he doesn't live in a house. Warren Buffett lives in the same house that he bought for $50,000 or some shit. Hasn't moved out. Probably a better leftist, right? Would you say that, ultra capitalist hedge fund manager Warren Buffett is a better leftist than me because his house is,
Damn. Does just investing make you a bad person now? Why is Warren Buffett a bad person? What the
we're only hyper focusing on the aesthetics, you will constantly lose sight of the real prize, okay? While I still donate to charity and do fundraising and all that good stuff, you are basically engaging in the same liberal reactionary attitude, okay? You're focusing on the aesthetics. You are unironically yourselves, okay? They didn't also move their family in. I mean, it doesn't matter. That stuff is whatever. Still aesthetics. People generally hate
It's crazy that at
more
this
than they
point he
hate their
only
job.
names super wealthy billionaires to compare himself to.
True. What's gonna happen when he has 8-figure, 9-figure net worth? I bet he already has. Do you think Hasan is worth 8 figures at this point? I don't think so. Probably not yet. No, he signed that 2-year Twitch deal. I bet he might be, actually. He's probably worth over $10 million. I wonder what the internet guesstimates it at. This guesstimates $4 million. I wonder how much his... What do you think his 2-year Twitch contract was for? Oh, it was over $1 million, obviously. Over $2, $3, or $4 million. I'm trying to think. Plus sub split. He doesn't do sponsors. But he spends a lot of money. He really does live like the uber consumerist, capitalist, like frat boy lifestyle. So he does spend a lot on like clothes and but I think he's at a point in his life where I think it's hard for him to outspend. I think it's hard for him to probably outspend. Destiny, it was leaked? Wait, was his contract was? Or are you just talking? No, you're not. You don't know what I'm talking about. Click my link for Hasan budget meme. $1,200 pants? $1,300 shoes? $600 hoodie is probably the most understandable thing of all this. Jesus. I don't understand designer fashion because I feel like if you were like if you're a fashionable person, if you pick the right out of like a thrift store, like aren't you gonna have like, if you've got like a sense of fashion, won't it all look good? Or do you guys actually have like an eyeball for like, you see things like, wow, that's really expensive. Like, does it actually, like this outfit that he's wearing right here, I could see like a carpet cleaning dude at like the place he used to work wearing something comparable. You got like kind of like a big sweatshirt, some like khakis, I guess, is that what you would call these? Or jean khakis or whatever? And then like some shoes. Like, it doesn't really look, like this doesn't look like a $3,000 outfit. I bet he's worth over $10 million. Oh my God, we're only halfway through this.
Jobs though, yes. Why would we as leftists focus on the aesthetics rather than focus on dialectical materialism? Because a lot of people are not actual leftists. They are not actually anti-capitalist. They are simply rad libs who are trying to desperately move away from the negative association that most people have intrinsically with liberalism. They're literally just, there's so many anarchists, for example, that'll be like, I'm an anarchist, and then you try to ask them like what ideological reasons they are anarchists or what they believe in.
I like how Hasan has become the ultra theorist now. Holy shit.
Like the ACAB, but pro-NATO conversation that we're talking about. And that is straight up a inherent contradiction.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.